Hello everybody, welcome on in to our collective read today. How's everyone doing? Hey there, Cassius Queen, welcome in, welcome in. I didn't realize we were doing a collective read. I thought tonight was the love collective read tonight. So I pulled out all the decks for the love collective read. But there's a reason why. So, I think everybody's kind of wanting to know on that aspect. So that's why I've been kind of guided to do that tonight. So, now keep in mind, it doesn't have to be romantic relationship kind of love. This could be family, friends, you know, other loved ones as well. So apply it as necessary. Not necessarily twin flames or soulmates. And some soulmates are also karmic soulmates. So this is just the relationship that you're dealing with now. So, aw, thank you, Cassius Queen. Alright, now this is, I'm going to pull out an oracle. It's going to give an overall of what you need to know. But keep in mind, okay, this is the Fairy Tale Oracle deck. Alright? Most people don't realize that most fairy tales that we know now actually have a darker side and darker meaning. When I bought this deck, I was like, oh, you know, fairy tale, da-da-da. No. So, I was like, oh, okay, you know, which, you know, got a darker side. Kind of like sometimes our nursery rhymes, they actually have a hidden darker meaning to them. Or a different type of meaning to them. So, you got somebody who, I don't know, may see themselves as your enemy. You got Taylor Swift on right now, Bad Blood. Or you got somebody in your energy who just does not like you. And you've got some sort of beef with. Could be an ex of yours. Okay. Alright, now this one will pop. Alright. know overall, what is their general oracle overall for the month? We'll say next 30 days. Ooh, Tower. It's like somebody's being knocked off their high horse a bit. Alright, let's see who we got. 42, Magic Mirror, Self-Reflection from Snow White. Ooh, interesting. And I love these cards. These are pretty cool, awesome cards. So, 42 could resonate. Number 6 could resonate. Alright, let's go ahead and read what this one says. 42. Okay, for those who are in lower vibrational energies, that will resonate with the dark face side. The bright face is those who are in the higher vibrational energies. So dark face right now, everyone is prone to occasional narcissism. Bright face, look within you to know yourself. So the Queen's magic mirror that always speaks the truth is one of the most striking motifs in Snow White. She only ever asks the mirror one question. Meow meow on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all? I used to say that to my kids. So, although the Wicked Queen's obsession with her looks is clearly a symptom of egotism, it is also concerned with power and agency. In a male-dominated society of the past, a woman's value was centered in her beauty. So the Queen's loss of the title of the fairest one of all is a threat to her ego and power. The magic mirror has the ability to see and tell the truth. Mirrors have long been seen as having shamanistic powers, used by seers and prophets to scry the past or future, or connect with gods and spirits. They are also a dynamic tool for self-discovery and self-reflection, as they allow you to not only see yourself, but also parts of you that are usually unseen. Mirrors are a threshold between your conscious and unconscious minds, a place where you might see your shadow self. The story of Snow White is driven by powerful, malignant emotions, vanity, jealousy, and spite that are usually kept concealed. So you may have somebody who's not only vain and really all into themselves, but they're also jealous and out for some sort of revenge for some of you. Drawing Magic Mirror invites you to enter a state of self-reflection. Ask yourself what dark, difficult emotions you are keeping repressed and what they reveal about your past and your now. Think about how you are being held back or restrained by old patterns or behavior or societal norms. Ask yourself how you could break free of these constraints and move towards your best self. The one thing about Snow White and the magic mirror is it wasn't so much about the reflection that the mirror saw as far as beauty goes. It was so deep. The wicked queen, the evil queen, whoever you want to say it, her soul was dark. She may have looked very beautiful on the outside, on the exterior. However, her inner self was very ugly, very dark, very, holding a lot of just, ugh. Snow White, not only was she beautiful as well in her own way, her soul was more pure. It was more beautiful, to the earth. It put out so much more positive energy, and it was just shined more beautifully. So, and as I said at the beginning, you've got like some sort of nemesis or somebody who can't stand you. They don't like you because they're jealous of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be beauty. I mean, beauty is societal standards, basically, which that's why I don't give a shit. I don't even look at like society standards as far as beauty goes. Yes, you can appreciate the physical beauty of people and things like that, but it's the inner beauty that matters. And most people are like, oh, you only say that. No, because I'm going to tell you right now, the most gorgeous person, and I don't even want to say the most gorgeous, but the fairest of all in the world, can also be literally the biggest asshole or the biggest bitch, or somebody who just like really is negative towards others, hate on others, and literally just, it makes them an ugly person. No matter how fine they look, whatever, it makes them an ugly person. So if you got somebody who's jealous of you because of your light, because of your soul, because of how you are to people, how you treat people, and how people see you. Even if you're not, you know, the most gorgeous person. I mean, I'm just like, I think I'm kind of like, I'm okay. I'm not, you know, that's just how I see myself. You know, it's just like, it's, you know, whatever, but I'm actually happy with how I look, how I am, things like that, because it's just, that's me personally. And if people get into a state where they love themselves, love their body, love themselves, you know, and then start to work on the inner healing and treat people with respect, that's a much more beautiful person. Because not only are they beautiful on the physical exterior, they're also beautiful within, and that light is going to show, and it's going to shine through. I don't know why I went into that whole thing. There's been something about physical beauty this week and things like that. I've been seeing just things popping up here and there about beauty. And I actually almost posted a channel song. It was, or I might have. I think I did. Christina Aguilera, Beautiful. But there's also the TLC song. I forgot what the TLC song was. I know it's. I'll think about it later. Alright. What's our. Alright. Cards are popping. Somebody's popping for you. But I'm really getting like there's somebody who just does not like you because they can't stand your shine. They can't stand your beauty, or they can't stand your attitude, because you could be just like a very sweet, kind, loving person. And you got somebody in your energy who just does not like you because of it. Because people see you in a certain light. Absolutely embrace your body. Love it. Because you know what? It's the only one you're going to get. You know, treat it as your treasure. And I'm not saying go out and, you know, I know people go out and they get surgeries or they get whatever, you know, and of course that's entirely up to you and how it makes you feel. But, you know, excessive surgeries to look either like somebody else or a certain dynamic or whatever, you know, to me that's like I'm not a doctor, but that's kind of like a form of body dysmorphia. If you were just not at all happy with any of your features. To me, it's like embrace and enhance it. It's what makes you you. Makes you an individual. Makes you different from others. You know, in a world now where everybody wants to be like the same and have the same body type, have the same facial features, have the same hairstyle or whatever. You know, there's something about being unique. All right. Trying to get the overall here. Okay, you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Gemini, possibly a Leo, a Scorpio. It's changing your perception. Somebody's looking at you in a different way. And like this very nurturing, caring, loving energy. This person has some sort of hidden feelings for you. or they're holding back, hiding how it is that they truly feel. This could be somebody from a past life of yours. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. But this is something that's been like cyclical, something coming back around, or it's kind of like going around and around and around. But you also have somebody who is they could be secretly watching you. Could be somebody at work, or it could be somebody who works, school. It's like somebody maybe you work side by side with, or in the same dynamic. You both could be spiritual or religious. But this could be you as well, but it's like somebody who is really tapped into their intuition. But it's behind the scenes. I really am getting something like past life here. Person could be very funny. They make you laugh, or you know, they think that you make them laugh. You know, maybe you've got like a very silly nature about you, and they just like how you make them feel. You make this person, I'm getting like warm and fuzzy all inside, because it's like I've got my tea too, but I also see like with the sun card here, it's like you make this person feel all warm and fuzzy. This person may even feel a little bit more protective over you. They've got like two sides to them. It's like their exterior and their interior, of course. It's what they show the world, but yet what they feel inside, it's different. So this person could definitely be hiding or masking their feelings for you. But at the same time, this person is very protective over you. They care for you very deeply. They want to nurture you. For some of you, this could be a parent. Or somebody who is a parent, not your parent, but you know, I mean, it could be your parent. But there's something about seeing something clearly. Somebody's having, it's like a breakthrough, seeing something clearly. Could have started out as friends, or they want to start out as friends, take things a little bit, you know, in nurturing and learning about each other, the depths of you. You got the pearl of wisdom. So they could be studying you, watching you, learning about you, and the more that this person does, it's like they're falling more and more, you know, in love with you, I guess. Because maybe like first impressions, because I'm seeing perception here. So it's like they're maybe having a change of perspective, because maybe at first this person didn't see you in that kind of way, in that kind of light. You know, it was like maybe it was something like, oh, we're friends, you know. But somebody, you know, now this person is like, all right, you know, I kind of want to come out of the friend zone. I'm seeing this person in a different way. I'm seeing this person has changed or has gone through some sort of, you know, they may have, it could be a couple different things. Either one, this person could have heard so much stuff, and then it's like, yeah, but it's not fitting the narrative of what I see and how my interactions with them have been, and it's not fitting that, you know what I mean? Or this person is seeing you literally soul deep, soul level. You know, it's like you just intuitively kind of maybe know, and you're feeling them, all the feels, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, you could have had, I did say like at the beginning, jealous person or people or whatever, just because they don't like your light. There could have been somebody trying to come after you. They don't like your light. could have tried to, you know, maybe this person, they knew you would be a good fit for each other or whatever. Could be an ex of yours, like I said, who could have been like spreading gossip, spreading rumors, or saying this or that. Or there's, you know, maybe it's this person's ex spreading gossip, rumors, just because they don't like who this other person is. Or like who you are, I mean. It could even be family. It doesn't have to be, you know, friends or exes. It could be family. It could be friends. Which, you know, two-faced ass friends. They act one way in your face, but then they talk about you behind your back. You know, it's just... But things are coming to light. You got the pearl here, and the pearl's here. So somebody could be having a realization, like, wow, I do have real feelings for this person. I do really care, really love this person. Which, you know, like I said, this could be you, this could be them. And you're just like seeing them in a different light. You're seeing them as very nurturing, very caring, because this person may have found out that what they had been listening to this entire time was totally untrue. And again, it could be because of an ex. And I'm going to say this, a lot of the times, if you've dealt with, like, narcissists, you know, and I'm not trying to put a clinical term, but, or someone who is further into the narcissist thing. Now, keep in mind, you know, in the oracle here, they did portray into that as well. Did I put it at the bottom of the deck? Because I just pulled out a dagger. Somebody... Could have had somebody who was a best friend, a close friend, stab you in the back. Yeah. Very much a narcissist. So it's somebody who can't go within and do the work, see themselves for who they truly are, see their actions, that their actions are wrong. Hey, Pammy Bear, welcome in. How are you? So... instead of going within and doing the work and looking at themselves and taking accountability for their own actions, there you put the blame on you. Because you decided to leave, you decided to walk away. Some of you, you know, could have been literally a peaceful walk away, like you do your thing, I'm going to go do my thing, and we're just whatever. You know, no fighting, no arguing, no muss, no fuss. It's just, you know, I said what I said and I'm like done kind of thing, and you walk away. Well, when you do that, as far as the narcissistic personality is concerned, they can't stand that. They cannot stand the fact that you would just up and walk away. It's more about control and their self-image, and they don't want that to come to the surface. They don't want how they treated you to come to the surface and out into the light. And for some of you, you may have walked away and just kept quiet, went away, did your healing, worked on yourself, and just didn't even bother to look back. But yet behind the scenes, this person, a lot of the times, they want revenge. They can't stand you walking away. They're in this energy of like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. So they're going to do everything that they can. Now, some can go into the very more extreme levels where they actually attack the person. They try to take that person out. They'll go to those limits. And sometimes they recruit other people to assist them in doing that. You know, you could dealt with some situations such as, you know, and this is to the extreme, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes the extreme happens. But they could have gathered neighbors, talked to the neighbors. And a lot of times, especially if you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they play the victim oh so well. They'll cry and they boo-hoo and do this and do that. And they will just portray the most horrific, awful story about you to others to gain sympathy. And then they start recruiting those others for help and assistance. It's a total manipulation tactic, a total game for this person to try to ruin you in any way, shape, or form. It could affect your job. It could affect your relationship with other people, your friends, your family. etc. They will reach out to whomever they possibly can to try to ruin your reputation. Sometimes it goes as far as to where, like, they could poison your food, they break into your home, they try and steal whatever it is that they possibly can, just so they can't get caught. You know, just so that way they can't be put on blast, because they think that that's what you're going to do. However, most of you just sitting at home and not doing a damn thing and just taking care of you, minding your own damn business, trying to heal, trying to do your thing, yet they cannot let that go. So, you have somebody here who may have listened to all that coming from an ex. You know, maybe it was a couple exes, you know, or a few exes, whatever. But they're seeing something entirely different. There may be a pattern of the exes that they might be seeing as well. It's like, okay, I get it. And they're seeing through the facade. Because covert narcissists, they're very enchanting. That's what made you fall for them, right? Very enchanting. Very kind, very generous, very giving, very just happy-go-lucky, you know, or, you know, just very love-bombing to you. And you fall for all that shit. A lot of people fall for all that shit. You know, because we think genuinely that this is a kind person, a very good person. Yet as time goes on and they get comfortable with you, the mask falls off. And you see who this person truly is underneath. And when you finally had enough, you walk away. And they can't handle that because they don't want other people seeing who they truly are. So they're going to start shit. So you have somebody in your energy, could be an ex who is a narcissist doing this. It could be an ex-friend as well that you've walked away from. It could be a parent. It could be, you know, a sibling, a cousin, it could be, you know, a coworker that you may have once been like good friends with, but yet you saw the toxicity in this person, decide to walk away. Well, they can't have that. No, because you know who they truly are. Your light within you force this person and force that mask off their face so you can see right through directly who this person is. Can't stand it. So you got people in your energy, or maybe a person in your energy, who can't stand the fact that you can see them clearly. They're afraid you are going to go out there and reveal who they truly are to other people. That they're not as authentic. They're not as what they seem to be. They want to keep that hidden. Somebody's wanting to keep some sort of secrets hidden in the dark, and they're trying to figure out a way to be able to do this. Some of you, they could affect your home. As far as like, I don't know, causing shit to break. They could be sending you evil, you know, magic. Some of you, they could have went to practitioners to have hexes thrown at you. They could have tried to send evil spirits towards you, attachments, whatever. But every single time it goes back because they're messing with the wrong one. You know, they're messing with a good soul, a good person. You are a good person, a good soul. Somebody is seeing that, and their perspective of you is actually changing. They're seeing, okay, even if this person says, like, this person was this way 20, 30 years ago, and trust me, they can go that far freaking back, 20, 30 years ago, because this person just doesn't, they can't stand to see you move on and be happy. You got this person, they're like, okay, well, maybe if they were that way, say like 20, 30 years ago, well, this person is not that same person. Like, they've changed entirely. And so somebody is seeing and they're learning and they're like, wow, okay. Bits and pieces are coming together and they're seeing you in a different light. And now you have somebody who wants to come towards you. Let me look. Let's see what they want. They want to communicate with you. Some of you, you're actually speaking out, or will be speaking out about what it is you've gone through. Yeah, somebody's feelings, yes. their love is expanding. Like they are starting, or they will be here soon, feeling all the feels. It's like the heart chakra opening. They could be seeing how balanced you are. They themselves could be coming into balance. They're taking the rose-colored glasses off, and they're finally seeing things from a different perspective. Some of you, they could maybe want to come in and communicate. Yeah, you're in balance. Your masculine and feminine sides are balanced. But you have a challenge here. Somebody's wanting to come in and interrupt. They're challenging your balance, which means it's giving, trying to stop you. If somebody wants to come in and they wanted to like throw you off balance, they wanted to put you back into this energy to where maybe you didn't feel good enough. You didn't have the confidence, the physical confidence, you know, the intimate confidence to move forward, or just confidence whatsoever. You know, they want you to stay in your masculine, for some of you, to where you're always on edge, or you feel like you have to protect yourself because maybe you're still, you know, there's, you know, because like I said, sometimes a narcissist, like they don't want to let you go. So maybe you're protecting yourself, keeping yourself in balance, keeping yourself in check, and you're just still kind of like watchful, careful, you know, but at the same time, I'm seeing where you're still balanced. There could be somebody who's trying to say that you're mentally unstable, but yet somebody's seeing you like they're not, you know, whereas it could be somebody else who's losing their shit. And, oh, my left ear started ringing. Somebody else could be losing their shit because you are speaking out and speaking up for yourself. You know, it might have taken some time to gain the confidence, to gain the courage, to gain all that, to be able to speak your story. Because somebody has been wanting to knock you off balance or keep you in a state of to where, I don't know, for some of you it could be like safety or security. For some of you it's just a matter of keeping you feeling like you're not good enough, or something to that effect. But yet you are in balance. You are moving towards a huge change, a revolution. You are here to create change. And for some of you, it is by speaking out and speaking up for yourself. And by doing that, your person is seeing you in a new light, and it's like mad respect. It's like they have more respect for you because you are just not, I'm getting like not going to take anybody's shit in a way. Absolutely, Cassius Queen. Like using fear tactics and some of you may have had to get a restraining order. I don't know, maybe they made an attempt to try to harm you, you know, or even just the threat of doing so. And it's like you're just, no, you're not handling it that way. Some of you may have come out of abusive relationships, to where maybe there was physical harm, emotional, mental. There's a lot of toxic fighting, to where it's just like maybe this person was like constantly telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good enough for this, you're not good enough for that. Even in the aspect of like nobody else is going to want to put up with you, nobody else is going to want you, or you know, you'll never be good enough, or you'll never do better than me, basically, kind of thing, like in that kind of aspect. Or it's like you're never going to be anything without me, and it's just like it may have kept you in a mindset, you know, to where it's like, you know, and sometimes the devil comes in and, you know, it does put those doubts in your head, but it's, you keep in mind, those are those people's words, and it's because they're angry, they're pissed, they're projecting, and they're putting all that on to you. That is not who you are. You are a force to be reckoned with, and that's why this person wants to try to keep you down, because they don't want you to grow. They don't want you to elevate. They don't want you with somebody else. They want to keep you under their thumb and control. And sometimes it's control through money. Sometimes it's control through family, friends. Sometimes it's like if you've got kids, they'll control that way as well, in an effort to try to stop you from moving on and moving forward. It's just jealousy is all it is, and it's projection. And somebody may be seeing something for what it truly is. To get away. Yeah, sometimes it is hard to get away. Sometimes they, like, if they've got funding, assistance, or help, and if you do have kids, they can keep you tied up in court for years, back and forth, and then false claims of shit that, like, never happened, never occurred. You know, but depending on how young, you know, your kids are, they can manipulate, you know, parental alienation is a real thing. And they can manipulate that child and try to cause some sort of division between you and that child. And if that child is, say, like a people pleaser in a way, or say, like, you know, little girl wants to grow up and be like mommy, or little boy wants to grow up and be like daddy. Flip it, switch it, take it as it resonates. And they have a bond. I'm not saying that they don't have a bond, but they will manipulate that child's feelings to make it seem like if you don't do this, mommy or daddy's not going to be happy. You know, it's going to be so sad. You know, sometimes they do even use those tears as a manipulation tactic. You know, but it makes them sad. Or if they do something that is against what that parent wants, they will punish them either with not speaking to that child, like ignoring them. They could withhold the special treatment that they get when they are normally there for their visitations or whatever. They could there's other different things. They use money as a manipulation tactic, offering to buy them this or buy them that, or I'll help you with this, I'll help you with that. But it's in an effort to try to control that child, to manipulate that child, to have things go in their favor. So for some of you, it could, and that's a way to be able to manipulate not just the kids, but to manipulate the other parents from being able to try to move forward. Because if they're stuck in this type of situation, you know, they figure in their head what person is going to want to come in and deal with this type of complication. So they try to keep you in that energy. He does that to my daughters. You're about to file for child. Well, FYI, if you were ever married, I'm going to tell you right now, that right there, Cassius Queen, the moment you do that is the moment you're going to see retaliation. Because the one thing is, things can kind of go well prior to that. Like, okay, we're going to try and do this way and this way and this way. But the moment, especially if they're a materialistic person, the moment that that person is put on child support, there's an immediate reaction. Like, I'll be damned if that person's going to get any of my money, blah, blah, blah. And they don't even realize that it's for the kids. You know, it's to help support kids. You know, and they're like, oh, but you're spending money on this and on that and that. Okay, FYI, 9 times out of 10, you've already spent a ton of money on that child. 9 times out of 10, it's like reimbursement back for what you've already spent for your child. Out of your own bank account. And as a parent, to, you know, like was taking care of my kids, like, constantly, they are expensive. Especially if you've got girls. I'm going to tell you that right now. You know, clothes are not cheap. The electronics aren't cheap. You know, the school supplies and fees and anything that they do extracurricular is not cheap. Because you got practice wear, you've got, like, it's a whole mess. Uniform costs, like I said, and the school fees itself. And then the gas that it takes to drive them everywhere, your personal chauffeur, it's quite expensive. All right, you've got divine timing here. There's something happening in divine timing. You're coming into union, or you're going to have like a meetup. You're going to be meeting somebody. For some of you, this could be a twin flame. Not saying it is, but it is somebody who you're coming into balance with. A union. It could be family as well for some of you. If you've had a disagreement or whatever, things are balancing out, and you're going to be reuniting with this person here soon. This person loves you. It's just a matter of time. You got trust that the universe is bringing your soulmate to you. Again, be mindful. At the perfect time, divine timing ensures that you're both ready to embrace the love and lessons this relationship has to offer. For some of you, like I said, this could be friend, family. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but these are the cards I had initially. Embrace the passion that fuels your relationship. Allow your hearts to connect deeply, igniting a fiery love that brings joy and excitement. Love's balance. Maintain a balance of giving and receiving in your relationship. This equilibrium creates harmony and mutual fulfillment, strengthening your bond and deepening your love. The flame of your love burns bright and eternal. This enduring connection brings warmth, passion, and a sense of security to your relationship. And then you've got the union here, the union of souls. Two souls come together in perfect harmony, creating a bond that is nurturing and empowering. This union brings a sense of completeness and shared purpose. This is going to be a very emotional, very loving connection with the pink here and the water, because both of these are water, but oh yeah, there's a lot of water. So a lot of emotions that are tied up into this. You could have walked away from a situation, and this you're dealing with like maybe a runner chaser dynamic. But if you look at this card, they're actually running side by side. They're running together. You know, there's a little bit of distance between them, but they're paralleling each other. You know, they're side by side. They're balanced out. And here you've got the love's balance. You are in alignment with your person. You just aren't together yet, but you are in alignment. But somebody wants to come in and actually balance things out with you. And this could be for some of you, your twin flame or a soulmate, your true soulmate. And you're coming in. It's going to be very emotional. This person may be wanting to come in and actually, it's like, lift it like the door, maybe waiting for the right opportunity to be able to do so. You may have this person blocked. Maybe not for some of you, but this person is waiting for like either a window or a door of opportunity to be able to present itself, so that way they can go ahead and express their emotions for you. It's like the dam has broke, and this person is like, you know, finally wanting to come in and say or do something. I do have it's a matter of them waking up and seeing it for themselves. It's like, oh, that person? Oh. Huh. You know? Exactly. Your boundaries. Write a list of what your boundaries are, what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. And when you do come into union, if they cross those boundaries, you know, you're going to have to address it, handle it, things like that. And I'm going to tell you right now, narcissists cannot stand boundaries. Cannot stand it. They will throw a temper tantrum when you finally start sticking up for yourself, creating those boundaries, and they're like, oh, no, 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 no. They do everything that they possibly can to cross those boundaries, even if it's manipulating. Again, a window. Somebody's waiting on a window of opportunity to come and talk to you. Some of you, it says, open the window of your soul, let light enter both your worlds. Some of you, it's like working on your own heart chakra opening. Some of you may feel like you have like a blocked heart chakra because of a past pain or hurt. And some of you have already done this work, and now your heart is open and ready. You're healed, and you're ready to go out and play. Uh-oh. It's time. It's summertime. You're like, I'm ready to go out and play. And you're ready to actually give your love to somebody else. You know, happiness. Some of you could be receiving an offer, getting an offer of love. It says healing of the heart begins with forgiveness. And by letting or releasing go. What? Releasing the pain of the past, it allows you to open your heart to be able to give and receive love from somebody else. And now you're just like, you may have somebody coming in that's going to be very playful, very loving, very nurturing and caring. You both may be feeling very young inside. Maybe if you're a little bit on the older aspect of things, you know, but if you're, say, in your 20s, I don't even want to hear you talk about getting old. You got unconditional. This person is going to love you unconditionally. It's not your looks. It's not, you know, it's your mind. Yes, your body. You know, you want to feel attracted to the person. This person is so attracted to you. They're attracted to your mind. They're attracted to your soul. They're attracted to your heart. And it does say here, give unconditional love without the expectation in return. And that is the type of energy that either you are or your person is. They are very giving, very loving, and they don't expect anything back in return. That's just who they are. That is their nature. And I see the two hearts here. It's like almost like the two of you are like this. And you're going to be like this with each other. Oh, I love it. I love that for you. Vows. Ooh, some of you could be. It's going to lead to marriage. Oh my gosh. Aww. Aww, so sweet. You got listening, symbiosis, devotion, history. You may have a history. Again, like I said, it could be past lives. Or this is somebody who may be coming back around because they've seen your change. So this could be somebody from, I don't know, maybe you were really, really, really young when you got together. And they see like you're not that same person anymore. You know, you could have broken up on, you know, just not so great terms. But they want to come in and lock it down with you. It's these tradition, vows, which is giving me Hierophant energy. Somebody very traditional. This person wants you and only you. They want to be devoted to you. And this person's maybe a very good listener. Or they're paying attention to what it is you're saying and what you're doing. Be very careful about codependency. It says, symbiosis, depend on each other, growing together in a unique rhythm of unity. However, this does give me, it isn't, okay, when you work in tandem with your person, there is a sense of codependency. It's giving like you could just really be just addicted to each other. Oh wait, wrong deck. I was looking for this one. It's giving this to where you're together, you're in alignment, where some of you may wind, like I said, you may wind up working with your person, or you already work with your person, or maybe there's a project, maybe a side job, or side gig that you may work on with your person. And by doing that, you guys are just like, it's not a codependency, because you each have your own separate lives and your own thing going on, but you still very much work together in tandem and perfectly together. And you embrace what each other has going on. Respectful, loving, caring. I just like, oh, I love that. All right. Yeah, I know this one. Confidence. Yes. I think you both are exuberating a good amount of confidence, and not only with yourselves, but with each other. But it's the courage somebody needs to take, or to take the first step. I know how other people are, but I'm kind of like, they say masculine and feminine, and we embody both. I personally think the male, should lead, The woman, of course, or the feminine, of course, is going to lead. Like, especially the home and all that, the schedule, things like that. They're going to lead. But they want the man, they want to know that, like, their masculine counterpart is able to take control of any and all situations. Are they confident? Are they strong? Can they do this? And then the feminine is going to follow in that. And I'm not saying submit, because technically you both submit to each other, to each other's wants, to each other's needs, to each other. So, and I know a lot of people, especially if you're females, you don't like that submit word. But in all actuality, it's like give and take. Give and take, give and take. Whew. Again, you got some gossips behind your back talking about you. Or there's somebody wanting to come in and talk to you because they really haven't expressed themselves. They may want to come in and be like, look, I want you, only you. They see you in their future. They want a future with you. They could have been keeping it. I can't freaking talk. They could be keeping it quiet. Somebody doesn't want me to talk. Their ego is holding them back. There could be third party that's trying to get into the middle of this, that caused some sort of, could be a breakup between the two of you. Now, third party could be like anything. It doesn't have to be another person. It could be somebody, it could be like fear of commitment, but they really do want to be with you. You could have triggered this person in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's something about gossip, and they're like, I don't want to say that they gave this person like big head in a way, but it's like, oh, you deserve better, you could do better, why would you want that? And it was really just more jealousy. Maybe they saw how much like you were happy around this person or whatever, or this person could make you happy. They could see like a change within you or within them. Flip it, switch it, take it as it resonates. And they didn't like, a lot of people don't like change. Put it that way. They don't like change. And so if there was a change to the dynamic, they feel like the other person is the reason for it. And so then they start to see that other person in a negative light, when in fact, you may actually have been a positive impact on this person and actually helping this person to grow. And because you're helping this person to grow, they're starting to see energies around them in a different light. and calling them out on their bullshit. And of course these people don't like being called out on their bullshit. But in that aspect, it's kind of like, then they start attacking the person who kind of initiated the change. When really, it's just that person growing, elevating, leveling up, seeing what they really are worth. You know, seeing themselves for who they are. You got conversation, you got somebody who's wanting to come in to talk to you. You could be receiving a phone call here really soon. They want to call you, they want to hear your voice, they want to talk to you. So this person wants to come in and have a talk with you, maybe about why things were the way that they were. You could be hearing some sort of gossip as well. Somebody be calling you, telling you what so-and-so said, or what this and this happened, and da-da-da-da. If you start hearing like a lot of birds around you, because I'm getting birds, a lot of chirp, 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 it's indication of like somebody's talking about you. A lot of the times it's like your left ear ringing as well. I know for me that's what it is. You got backstabbing, some betrayal. Somebody's energized. Heartbroken over some sort of betrayal. Again here, there could have been literally somebody's wanting to come towards you to actually, it could be very even significant to actually take you out. But it doesn't have to be that extreme. It could be trying to cause some sort of separation, some sort of loss. Because they want to see you heartbroken, they want to see you in pain. You could be amped, energized, ready to, it's like you're kind of like stoked. Somebody sees you in this energy to where you're just like full of life, you know, you're healed, you're full of life after some sort of betrayal, after some sort of heartbreak. And you got somebody all up in their feels. I'm getting like somebody feels like that it's like they FAFO'd. They see your transformation. And now somebody's really all up in their head about it. But you've released something, let it go. And this was somebody who, like, feelings are gone. Like, so it came in reverse. I don't read these in upside down. Somebody's shedding skin. They're changing. They're elevating. But you do have somebody else in your energy. It's like either they're wanting to come in and fight for you or over you. Somebody has gotten rid of some sort of, it could be the third party, the thing that caused the third party, like excessive work, or drinking, drug issues or something, just too much partying, or too much into themselves. This person has changed. But you've got a third party who doesn't want this person to change. They didn't want this person to quit doing whatever it is that they want. And they're holding it back. And this person is releasing all these negative energies and people around them. You know how it is, like your buddy's friend, like, come on, bro, let's go out. Let's go out to, let's go do this, let's go do that. And it's like, you know what? If I stay with you, I want to be stuck in that energy. I don't want to be around that anymore. Like, and it's nothing against that person. You're just like, I don't want myself to be stuck in that anymore. Like, I know how that feels. And it's very, like I want to grow up. Grow out of that, certain stages and, certain things. And you're just like, you're wasting your life away by doing this stupid shit. And it's like, all right, I think I need to get away because it's putting me into a certain energy that I don't want to be in anymore. And so this person is growing and elevating. They could be surrounding themselves with more healthier people, those who are not higher vibe type of people. Be careful of those who claim to be high vibe or see it on its surface, but yet you know soul deep, actions, behaviors, etc. are very telling. You put right up there, Heine. I can show restraint, right? See, I can show restraint. Ooh, shut up and dance with me. Adulting. Yeah, somebody's grown up. Aww. Ooh, I love that. Ooh. Oh, because you grew up. Okay, this is that. Oh. Somebody is trying to pretend to be you. This could be on a social media accounts. Like, they could be trying to use your name, even if it's a different fake name, and be like, this is who I am, da 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 da. But you got somebody behind the scenes, like, watching and spying and stalking you. It's like this person has a checklist of bad shit that they want to happen to you. And they want to target, for some of you, they're trying to target your finances. And it does say keep shit in check. They're trying to control you and keep you quiet because they don't want their secrets to come out. And they could have falsified your name on documents. But there's some sort of fraud. Or this person just is a fraud. You know, that mask there. It's like they're hiding their intentions and what they want with you. They see you on a glow up, major transformation. You're tired of it. You're over it. But I'm telling you, somebody is losing their shit. I'm getting reactive abuse. So they're trying to cause you to have some sort of reaction. It's like checklist. We've tried this. We've tried this. We've tried this. We've tried this. Tried this, 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 and this. You're like, what? They're like, what is going to make this person snap? They're waiting for you to snap. So they're trying to target your finances. Well, guess what? Some of you, if you've been poor and lived off of freaking ramen, or lived off of canned soup, or lived off of whatever for a very long time, no matter what it is, even if it's money, it ain't going to do shit. It's not going to put you in this energy. You are still looking good. But this person is petty. They're trying to do everything that they possibly can to destroy you. Or maybe for some of you this has happened, currently happening, or this is what you're going to be going through here soon, body shaming. Okay, they could be trying to body shame you. Somebody talking about your body type, what you look like. They're trying to cause you to have some sort of sense of low self-worth. They want you to look at your body negatively. You could have people saying or doing something to where, like, you feel like people are judging you. Or maybe, you know, and talking about you just because of how you look, how you act, things like that. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, do not pay these people any mind. Or this person any mind. They be spreading all kinds of shit. Backtracking. But they sure are. They want you to go backwards. They don't want, they see you in a blow up. They want you to go backwards. For some of you, they want you definitely to return back to them. And it's like, hail to the no. Trolling. also getting like there's somebody who could be posting things online. It's like cyberbullying to body shame you. It's like they're following all the classic signs and levels of, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily narcissist. It could be, you know, somebody who's in like this damn near psychopathic energy, who like they can't get enough of not wanting to try to take you down in some way, shape, or form. They're trying to cause you some sort of illusion. Again, with, you know, body shape, like, yeah, but it's not bugging you. Some of you really don't give a shit what people think about your body. Okay. Be like, just because they don't like your body type, that ain't your, whatever. Beauty comes in all shapes and forms. FYI. And then you've got regression, revisiting the past, going back on something. Somebody's going back on their word. Maybe they promised to do something, but they're going back on their word. What's right here is, it's still giving like, oh, that's what I wanted to say. Like, societal norms is like, you know, the stick figures, you know, the ones who barely have any coverages, you know, but yet they got like these massive ass boobs and then they got a round booty. But the rest of them is basically stick figure. You know, and if you're not fitting that size 0 dynamic, then they're like, oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you right now, way back in the day, like way back when, definitely not now, I was like a size 0, right? I've been there, been like skinny AF. I was a size 0. I actually had somebody else tell me, now mind you I was in Korea, but I actually had somebody else tell me I was fat. I was a size freaking 0. Like you could literally see my bones pretty much. And I'm like, how are you going to tell me I'm freaking fat? Are you kidding me? And I mean, I never had like that body, you know, I loved who I am. And, you know, I'm going to say this. Everybody has things about their body that they don't like, okay? I got stretch marks. I done had 4 freaking kids. But I call them my little battle wounds, because I tell you what, I had a hell of a time. Especially with my last one. Those are accomplishments. Shit. You know, like damn. But of course, it's like, it's considered an imperfection. And of course, I look at it and myself, I'm like, ugh, I do not like these stretch marks, you know, either on my boobs or on my belly, you know, on the top of my thighs, you know, I got them, okay? But at the same time, I'm like, everybody's got something about them that they don't like. How are you going to call me fat when I'm freaking at size 0, 110 pounds, soaking wet? Like, it's like, are you kidding me? We go through changes. We get older. Our body changes. Hormones change. Things like that. And you got somebody out here who's trying to body shame you? Why? Because you don't fit societal norms? Societal norms like that stick figure thing? But I'm going to tell you right back, way back when, you know, what is it? I can't even think, like, year-wise, you know, but if you see it, like, the, in Greek mythology, the statues and things, those are fuller figured women. Those who had a little bit of meat on their bones, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more junk in the trunk. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But that was their ideal, societal, normal woman that they wanted. Because if they had a little bit of meats, little junk in their trunk, it showed status. You know, nowadays you're like, what? Like, how can a skinny mini who don't eat freaking a thick, good cheeseburger, you know, eat a steak, they're going to nibble on a little piece of freaking kale and be like, okay, that's my dinner. Just one leaf of kale. I'm good. I'll be like, come on now. And it's because you're trying to meet somebody else's standards, not yours. You need to be authentic and meet your own standards. Love your body how you are. But you, and anyhow, I don't know why, it's like, but it's still, I've been seeing the signs this week about that, you know, being either something maybe in the media that's going on or in entertainment or whatever, I don't know. But I've seen some of that and I'm like, so God was like giving me clear signs about like, hey, topic this week. Right? They love to meet on their bones. They want. They like to watch it jiggle jiggle and make it wiggle wiggle. They like to smack that booty from behind and watch it jiggle a little bit. Damn. Man. So what your preference is isn't going to be somebody else's preference. Think about the fashion industry as well. If somebody thinks it's like, ugh, like, oh, no, it's going to be somebody else's, hell yeah, I love it. Just like artwork. Hey, look, somebody is trying to mold you into what their perfect idea of maybe a girlfriend or whatever, and they couldn't mold you into this. And now they're having some sort of self-reflection on that. All right, there's somebody who wants to come in. This could be your twin flame, whatever. Very, again, with that intuitive. This person is really sad, really hurt right now. And they could be portraying that they're busy constantly, but they're really not. They're in hermit mode for some of you. Could be healing, tapping into the universe, basically looking for a sign. This also is giving some kind of maybe dark night. Maybe you both are going through this, or ascension together, to where you're both feeling like absolute crap. You're both kind of like maybe praying or, you know, manifesting each other in. But you're both could be focusing more on work. But there's something about maybe quit focusing on work and maybe trying to figure out a way to be able to have this connection come together and to mold the connection into the way that you want it to be between you and this person. Because right now y'all are separated and you both feel like absolute crap. And this could be somebody who wants a solid commitment with you. Exactly. Like, I have dated some fine ass mofos, okay? But I tell you what, they still treated me the same way, like somebody even with, you'd be like, I don't know, other people might be like, okay, well, they're 7 or 8. They still treated me the same exact way. You know, just because they think like all women want them, and you're like, bruh. They want that light within you. They see how you are. They're jelly, you know? But at the same time, some of you, that's just how they're grown. It's like, it's a huge turnoff to me when you're dealing with somebody who's very egotistical, very cocky, very just all about themselves. It's kind of like, I was so tired of these handsome men with others. And don't get me wrong, they're pretty to look at. Pretty to look at, but I always say, I'd be like, okay, muscles are one thing, you know, for a man, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, it's hot, it's sexy, especially like when you know, the V thing, or the arms, and then there's certain poses to where I'm like, oh, okay. However, to try and cuddle with that, you know how hard that is? I want somebody I can just like snuggle with. Alright, you got somebody in your energy. Okay, this is whoever this soulmate is, for this person wanting to commit around. It says you're incredibly alluring to them. Ooh, this person is they love you. Again, it could start out as friends, but it's like your friends, your partners, your lovers. This did want to come out in the upside down. I think you're both. It's dual, because this one wanted to come upside down. It's in the upside down. Something about Stranger Things. Stranger Things have happened. Or literally the show Stranger Things. I'm getting 11. L. Which would be Twinflame. So Twinflame soulmate. 11 always gives me the 2. Okay, you got somebody in your energy to where they are soulmate, but it's a karmic soulmate. Could have been friends, and they do love you. They do care about you, but they don't. They may not feel the same way that you feel about them. You got right now, the most loving thing you can do is let me go. And then here, oh shit. They're looking for a way to come out of the doghouse in a way. It says, I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper. This person may be worried. You may have left this person out in the cold. I do like you and a lot of other people too. So this person could be very much into spotlight. Or there's a lot of people who are in their energy who actually want to be with this person. So you may have walked away because, you know, in that energy of like, I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to fight over a person. You know, because for me, that's how I am. It's like, I'm not going to fight over my man or a man, point blank, period. But I will fight for him. Which means, like, if he's ever in any kind of shit or, you know, whatever, I'm going to stand side by side and fight with and for my man, but I will not fight over him. You know, trying to put in a third situation, third party. I don't do that jealousy shit. I will just straight up be like, peace out. You know, if that's what you want, go for it. Cool. There's so much that we can learn from each other. Expanding, fantasy. My alone time is precious, and I honestly prefer my own company. So you got somebody in your energy, they're friends. They might be in the friend zone. So you may have somebody in the friend zone who's looking at you in a certain way. Whereas here you have a soulmate, and you may know that you're, wow. You could both feel the same way about each other, but for some reason, they're like, no, we can't be together. They let you go. Like, it's a very good combination of friends, partnership, love, passion, all that. Maybe you know, this could be somebody you feel. No, okay. It says a lot of other people, so I'm gonna pull one more set to see. Oh shit. Who else? You got somebody you are not paying any mind to. You have no fear. Somebody's got no fear. This person is not an attention seeker. Kind of hide my eyes. They want to spend more time with you. This person is not afraid of whatever competition you got going on. They are focused only on you. Like, you are the only one on this person's mind. I think we have a pretty unique connection. You're connected with this person. It's like friends. And this reverse. This person is not an attention seeker. This person is into you and loves the attention that you give them. They're not afraid of you. They want to come in and tell you freaking everything. It's almost like this person wears their heart on their sleeve, in a way. They may be very expressive on how that they feel, or they want to come in and open up and express how they feel towards you. It's like this person doesn't hold back. They're straightforward to the point. They're going to come in and tell you exactly how it is that they feel about you. They want to spend time with you, quality time, maybe start out as friends. Again, maybe coming out of the friend zone for you. But this person is wanting to make some sort of promise to you. Because in reverse, or in the upright, it's I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. This person is wanting to come in towards you, like focused only on you, closed off to the outside world. Like nobody else is on their mind but you. It's like, and they want to come in and promise, I don't know, maybe a commitment. Because promise is also maybe a promise ring. Somebody could be coming in with a promise ring. Like, they want to lock it down with you. You got, and it says, I think we have a pretty unique connection. So you guys are connected. Something about, who this person, yeah, you know who this person is, because they do like the attention that it is that you give them. And this person is into you. Oh, shit. Get it. Whoever you are, get it. I'm like, don't stop, get it. Alright. If your person was a writer, a writer. Yeah, that's off of A Knight's Tale, if you don't know. I love that movie. But if your person was a writer, songwriter, or just, if they could send you a card or a letter, this is what they would say. This is the unsent letters deck. Yes! You want nobody but you. Only focus on you. Be like, bitch, no! Stay away! I'm taken. Even if we're not together yet, officially, I'm taken. This person is like... It's almost like the person is waiting for you. And they're committed to you in their minds and everything else. And they're like, no! And you're waiting for, like, the one who you're committed to that has no idea. Maybe who you are. I don't know. I'm getting like celeb status in a way. Where like and if you're growing up as a teenager, you know what I mean. Like, if you're groupie or band or whatever, be like, no, I'm gonna marry him. He's the love of my life. You could have had, like, way back in the day, posters, or you could have had freaking photos on your phone. Now it's like you got screenshots saved, and you're just like little heartsies. I don't know. Be like, he's my man's. You can't have him. Nobody can have him. He's mine. And I'm his. So I don't want to be with anybody else because... I'm sorry. I'm not trying to call out my daughter on that, but she is so, like, especially, like, with anime characters. I love her. Oh, my goodness. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's a cartoon. He's my man's. No. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, help her. All right, but these would be things that they would, if they could say something to you or write to you, put it down in writing for you. These are, you know, some general little things that they would say, if they could say it. Okay, that's all I'm taking. All right, you got evasive. I talk to the wind. I talk to the trees. I do not write to you. They talk to everybody else but you. Afraid to talk to you. And then you got here, I'll choose you in every lifetime. Anchor of soul. So you may anchor this person. Or they feel like you are their anchor. You got mortality in you. You make mortality look beautiful. I find myself wishing I was someone else, only to grow old with you. You're a flash of life in the dead zone of my timeline. Somebody feels empty. I'm getting even like maybe a like energy vampire in a way, to where like they can no longer feed off of you, and now this person feels empty because they're not getting their fix elsewhere. You got, and see right here, I'm hooked. I hope I make you as happy as you make me. Let me down sooner rather than later. So it's like, you know what? Tell me straight up, how's it going to be? What's it gonna be? 'Cause I can't pretend. What's it gonna be? More than friends. Yeah, somebody wants to be more than friends. Oh, just, well, hold it tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Somebody doesn't want to let you go, or they don't want you to let them go. Or they're doing the best that they possibly can to hold you tight in their grip, control in a way. Things I wish I could tell you, not your fault, truth, and move on. You got, I surrender to whatever this life has planned for me. Maybe something good will happen eventually. If I just keep waiting, maybe the universe will reward my patience. Probably not. So it's giving like whoever this is, they're starting to maybe lose a little bit of faith, or they're very have like, instead of an optimistic, very positive outlook on how something could possibly happen, they're thinking more negatively. Then you've got, I know I shouldn't. The idea of you with someone else makes me sick. The idea of you being better for a person who's not me makes my heart pound. The thought of you loving someone else makes my stomach churn. It's somebody who does not want you to walk away. It could be somebody you walked away from, you've grown, you've elevated, and this person cannot stand it. Yeah, I've lost you. You were and still are everything to me. Somebody feels like, what's out in the cold? You could have a few different energies. My body is ruined for you. No one else will do. Nothing else compares. Just the thought of you sends me over the edge. So maybe for some of you, it only works for you. Do you think about me as much as I think about you? I wish you were next to me. I listen to the music you sent me. Are you going crazy thinking about me too? This person avoiding you. They want to talk about you. You're on their minds. You're all that I want. How does it go? Oh, all right. Let's do this. We'll see. This is between you and your partner, either what you would like to say to them if you could, or what they would like to say to you if they could. Ooh, I love it when you do it like that. Ooh, shivers. I've been singing this song off and on all week. Alright. Caught in the act. Uh-oh. You know what? Like, and the thing is, like, they act like they ain't ever gonna be caught for doing some shady shit. Really? Come on now. Especially nowadays, social media, they will put you on blast. You know, you got girls looking out for girls, women looking out for women, whatever. They be like, he's cheating on his wife. I'm gonna record his ass and put him on blast. Let's see if we can find his wife. And I tell you what, like within the hour, that wife is found. You're like, damn. Women will track you down to put you on blast. And sometimes it's not just a matter of they want you. Sometimes it's a matter of just like they respect, you know, the sanctity of a commitment, of a marriage. So they will put your ass on blast. And be like, go get it, take him for all he's worth, girl. He shouldn't have been cheating on you. Yeah. Horse flipping switches. Sometimes it's the woman. You got, I want outs. You deserve the best. I wish I could understand you. Some of you, this would be like, you know, with the cheating, you're just like, that was it. That's where they want to go. Right. But at least you got the evidence, right? I can't let go of you. Somebody may be looking for some sort of evidence about cheating. You got, I still think about you. Or there could be something coming out. Somebody getting caught up for cheating. Sorry for not contacting you. I'm getting a minor. Possibly a minor. I can't talk to you right now. Or that's a secret that somebody doesn't want exposed. That they had an affair with a minor. And they were already in a commitment. Ooh, shit. Some of you, that they could have gotten that one person pregnant. That's not everybody. That's a crazy, like, woo. Some of you, it's just the fact that it could be a secret coming out about somebody sleeping with a minor. I'm getting like the daughter or son of the parent. Their partner. You got, is it over? I'm working hard on myself. Could even be like niece or nephew or something like that of a parent, brother, sister. Of like, maybe like say you're like 20, but yet you're, you know, your sister or brother or whatever is like 14, 15, 16, but you're going to find that out. Maybe even it's just making a pass or physical contact in the sexual manner. You're going to find out. Maybe somebody made a pass with the other, causing some sort of tension and friction within the home now. Or, you know, yeah, between the couple who's together, because somebody's hiding this secret. All right, you got, I see you when I close my eyes. I don't know who that was. You got a childhood trauma. Your laugh is amazing. You are so different from everyone around me. See? Be uniquely you. There are going to be people out there who love your uniqueness. Again, doesn't matter what you look like. Will you leave me like the others? Somebody's afraid. Could be triggering somebody's abandonment wounds. They're afraid. Maybe the connection is really intense, but they're worried that you're going to maybe like leave like everybody else did. Or for some of you, maybe it's just like, am I going to have to walk away like I've had to all the past just in order to feel like me, to not be abused, to not go through, you know, some shit, you know, cheating or whatever. Like, are you going to do that to me? Because I've been there, I've done that, you know, You know, some of you is like, I've dealt with the physical shit. I've dealt with the mental, you know, just trauma of stuff. I've dealt with the emotional trauma. I've dealt with all of that, and like, I just don't want, it's just like, the fear, maybe you're just like, I don't want to have to go through that again and then have to worry about healing again through another situation that you finally just came out of, you know? Not came out of a relationship, but you finally healed from it. And it's like, okay, are you going to do that too? Because, like, I can't do it. It's like, I know me, I'm like, I can't do it again. Like, you want to go through, you know, and forward in a relationship, but you're afraid of that, you know, somebody treating you like shit again. You don't want to be with somebody who's going to treat you like that. I hope you are doing well. You got, I am better with my mind than my heart. So they know what they're thinking, they know what they're feeling. But somebody may be thinking a little bit more in the logical aspect rather than heartfelt. I'm trying my best to forgive. I cry at night. I can't hold back any longer. I'll grab two more. I want to be different. You make this person want to be different. You got, I wish things were different. And then, will I see you again? When can I see you again? Is that, I forgot how to sing that. No. Forgot. Alright, I'm going to pull out some zodiac signs of who this could be for. I know at the beginning we pulled out Gemini and Scorpio and Libra. But those could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for you. Yeah. It would be effed up. It would be. Alright, you've got, okay, there's Gemini energy again. Playful, adaptable. You've got Taurus. Leo. Double confirmation on the Gemini, or you could be dealing with two Geminis. Sagittarius. Somebody trickster. Just want to come upside down. Determined, driven. Somebody's going to come in and portray that they're this brave, competitive, determined, driven. Somebody's a coward is what I'm getting. A Gemini? No, this is Aries. It's the mask. They portray, and it could be, like I said, Gemini, that they're this strong, confident, like nothing bothers them, and, you know, da 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 da, but it's all an illusion. It's all behind a mask. This person is actually a coward. Now you have Aries here, the pioneer, in the upright position. Daring, independent leader, a trailblazer, which is that warrior energy. But you have somebody who is portraying that they are that way, which is that imposter that came through. So you got somebody who actually is strong, loving, caring, versus somebody who portrays it. Okay, you've got double confirmation on Leo. King, queen, performer. Somebody could be in the spotlight. I'm telling you, triple confirmation. Okay, now Gemini, Capricorn, and Pisces. Gemini is all over this read. Capricorn, Scorpio. Could be dealing with brothers or sisters, twins. Right, Capricorn. So Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini. It could just be somebody with very heavy Gemini placements. Stellium. You got Sag, Aries, double confirmation. Somebody could have a Leo stellium. You got Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces. All right. That's what you got. Believer. Somebody's like, oh, a believer. Alright. Let me get this cleared up. Well, for some of you, I really do hope it resonates with you. Because you got love. You got a soulmate coming in. Again, for some of you, it could be in your friend circle. It could be a friend of a friend. For some of you, you got somebody who's really watching you, learning about you, studying you. It could be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Y'all know your stories. So, and that is what I have for y'all tonight. Oh, damn. Well, that was quite a bit longer than last night's read, so it's not what I intended. Pammy Vera, Cassius Queen, thank you so much for being here. Which one? This? The archetypes? This is part of the, oh, shit. Hold on. It comes in like a set. It's the Intuit. It comes in like the set, the box. But it's the Intuit. It's the Zodiac one. This one is the, let's see, 180. There are mini cards as well. But this one, it's got like traditional. They're smaller. And then it's got this little mini deck. Which I think they're so cute. This one is like this will tie you like a little bit more. Pluto, Neptune, your other placements. It can even give some timing. You know what? Let's see. When's this going to happen? When's this going to occur? You got purpose-driven, carry on. You're dealing with somebody who likes to dance or a dancer. Uranus, the Fool, Aries card. Innovation, opportunity, a rebel. Winter, this could have been going on since the winter. You could have detached or walked away from this person in the winter and then starting something new or thinking about new. Then you've got in the winter during Aquarius within 2 to 4 weeks. So this could be happening within 2 to 4 weeks. This could have been going on since Aquarius season. Pluto, rebirth, somebody wants to change. You got Scorpio, Aries, Virgo here, Magician, excuse me, Gemini energy. Wait, let things unfold. But you have Aries, the Emperor, protecting your peace, protecting your solitude. Yeah, okay. You could be, well, let's see, Scorpio, Aquarius, Virgo, Aries. Gemini. but it's like you're sitting back and you're waiting just to, you kind of like let go, let God. Right here, you're like you've got something go. And you went through a transformation, a change has been going on since Aquarius season or through the winter. It's been like a slow growth for you, learning, etc. So you during Aries, within 7 days. Some of you it's 2 to 4 weeks, some of you it's 3 to 6 months, some of you it's within 7 days. Something about clearing the air or things clearing up within the next couple weeks. And then within 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 months after Aquarius season is what I'm getting. Something's coming to light. In the spring during Aries. King of Fire. So within 7 days, solitude, enlightenment, you have an opportunity being presented to you. Be very careful. Practical, unlikely. Somebody's stuck, or they feel like they're stuck. But it's all an illusion. You got Pisces here, where you have a Pisces trying to keep somebody stuck in an illusion. Okay. When you see moving, oh, I got a different deck for that. This one is a little bit. When I see moving for what? Like physical, like moving apartments or home. I got a different deck for that one. Just the timing. This is my timing deck right here. Now, we'll see. The little bitty ones, yeah, Pam. No, the ones that I just pulled out are not the ones I just used. This one is the Zodiac archetypes. It's the Intuit Oracle, but it comes from a different deck. I used, because this is the one for the Zodiac signs, or the Oracle, and this one already has its little deck in it. So, you see how, like, they're so tiny. I like using that one, especially if we're like talking about maybe seeing what type of characteristics the person has, etc. Relocating back home. You got 8. It does say the time is now, so it could be that the time is now. You're planning. It could be number 8, August. Is it? Wait, 8 months? Yeah, could be August. Within the year, start making plans. And then number 11, release expectations, because you may not move to a specific location that you wanted to move to, and it's time to take a break. Next month is looking promising, and then it's time to take a break. Blossoming, there's something growing. You got number 50, 35, which is also breaks down to 8. So I'm getting something about August. Something is happening in August. So maybe you get some sort of communication, which is like, what are we in? End of May? like within 3 months. There's something that you're going to be finding out within 3 months. So it's like you may be packing or soon, or you're kind of like cleaning house, letting go of what no longer serves you. What do you like? And that could be like one of the things, like you're letting go of what no longer serves you. Yeah, see, bottom of the deck, next couple of months, then you have 7. So it's like, if you're not going to take it with you, or you don't want to move it into your new place, or whatever, you're kind of like either maybe donating, you're selling it or whatnot, so that way you can kind of clean out and just not have to pack up as much shit and haul it wherever it is you need to go. So it's like, what's necessary? What do you want to take in your new home? That's another good thing, because what kind of energy do you have within your home now? And what gives like a good, feely good energy? What doesn't have a good, feely good energy? I'm seeing 22 on the clock right now, so there's something about those twos. But if it gives off an energy, it's kind of like, you know what? Maybe not taking that with you. Because if you're going to move, it kind of almost feels like a fresh start, new beginning, new energy. And you want to kind of start out maybe that in like, even if like when you do finally move and get into that place or whatever, getting a house plant, or even if it's faux, just to help to like amplify the energy. Maybe it's even changing colors, because a lot of people, like, we get within a certain home, certain style of home, architecture, design, or whatever, like we go with certain colors. But then when you go to a new home, a new place, there's a different feel, a different, that you want to incorporate into that home. Say like, in your previous one, and I turquoise in my previous home. Not, all over the walls, but, I did implement that color within. I love the color turquoise. But maybe in like your next home, you'd be like, oh, we did the turquoise thing. Let's change it up. Let's do something else. Maybe you want to do yellow. Maybe you want to do purple. Maybe you want to, whatever. So maybe kind of like letting some things go to where it's like, you know what? And pay attention to what it is that you're wanting to move into that new home. And there's that too, thinking all new stuff. There's that fresher, newer, just energy, and it was like, get rid of the old, that it's almost like it has like a certain energy attachment to it, to where it's like, I don't want to take that with me. I don't want that. So there may be something about that. I'm getting like feng shui as well. So like you just kind of want to get rid of the old memories and the old things. And I'm not saying I'm not saying the good memories. I'm saying anything that has like an attachment of any kind of like bad memories. You're like, okay, let's not take that. There may be something about a color wheel. I don't know if there is or not. And your zodiac sign, and what helps bring out your either most creative, most intuitive side, or your most, romantic side, you know what I mean, for the bedroom. That's Shimmery time. So there could be something about that as well. And seeing what fits you and your zodiac sign and your or maybe personality type, etc., to help like amplify you. Because like when you're in the kitchen making your cup of coffee, you want to freaking wake up and you want to be like, yeah, this is great, wonderful, da-da-da. Too often we're all just like, don't talk to me till I get my first cup of coffee. And it could be a lot of times it's the colors that you're surrounded with. It's a very kind of just like, ugh. I'm getting like Eeyore right now, I know he's blue, or he's like a purpley blue kind of thing. But you know, like the gothic people always wearing black, and it's such, you know, it has a negative connotation, but if you pair it with the right color, it can have a very beautiful aesthetic, which can be uplifting, but a lot of people use black like it's so just, why? I don't want to. Da, da, da. Changing colors will help uplift your energy. It's aesthetic, pleasing to the eyes, happier. And it's whatever you associate with certain colors. Scorpio, but I'm on the cusp of Libra. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Pammy Bear, as always, I appreciate you. And I appreciate all my mods. I know Delaney and Infinite weren't here tonight, and they'll probably pop in and watch later. Sending y'all lots of love. Sending you, Pammy Bear, lots of love, darling. And as always, Cash's Queen, it is such a pleasure having you here in the chat. I appreciate you so much. If y'all haven't done so, you know, in the future watching this, if you haven't done so, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe this. If it resonates with you, put it in the comments. You know, emoji, you know, whatever. I absolutely love reading them, and I typically answer all of them. You know, like, heart, whatever, all of them. But I do read it to show you that I have read and I've seen it. So that's what we have for tonight, and I will see y'all tomorrow for the actual love collective read. But hope you enjoyed. So have a great night. Love, love, love. Bye.
At the end of the day, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about what you've done with those accomplishments. It's about who you've lifted up, who you've made better. It's about what you've given back. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is to help someone else, because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but the joy. That's where the joy is.
Some people don't get to live soft lives. We get handed chaos, grief, betrayal, and we have to learn how to bloom anyway. We become the ones who know how to carry others when their world falls apart, because we remember what it was like when no one showed up for us. We're not here because it was easy. We're here because we didn't give up.